tell you something, embrace the moment. Have a ton of fun. Enjoy every single moment.
Let's go! Together on three, 1, 2, 3. Together!
As a senior, tonight's game means everything. We've been to the championship 4 years in a row, and the last 2 we lost it.
We are underway.
Yes, Kira!
So we want to make sure that we go home with this trophy. We're going to just give it our all and just make sure that we play together, play hard, and bring it home.
Maryland in the white. Kyla Charles, one of their veteran seniors, puts it up.
We want to win so bad that we're just trying to do everything we can to win. And I know Kyla is really feeling it.
Go, sprint, Kyla! Kyla!
After the first game, I didn't really have a really good game. I was kind of frustrated because I'm a senior. I want to perform at a high level every single game, but I didn't. And luckily, my teammates had my back, and we didn't have to go home because of that.
In the absence of Kyla Charles, who's only got 2 points today for Maryland, Mike Sell has really stepped up her game.
When you are challenged by something, I mean something really difficult.
Stu's definitely helped me this weekend with my mental game. He texted me after the game and was just like, you have until 5 o'clock to feel whatever emotion about the game, but after 5, you need to forget it, you need to wipe it away. There was just no point of dwelling on it. The fact is, like, I just had to know what I need to do better and execute the next game. So I'm just ready to go play tonight.
So Braxton Miller and the Buckeyes turn it over.
I think that the most important part of this is to understand that we have 3 seniors that were here from the start, a 4th senior that's been here for the last 2 years. And they've been understanding how to manage their mind and all the ways of reframing difficult moments and challenging moments.
And another 3 buried by Sheldon this time. Ohio State red hot to start this game.
And so in many ways, this is a culmination of years of practice. This isn't just one speech that they've heard and one message that I gave or one message that Coach gave. This is them being here.
Owusu, who is the Big Ten Freshman of the Year, gets the bucket, but Ohio State answers quickly.
Well, I was going to say Ohio State needs to be concerned about their transition defense, but so does Maryland apparently.
Being in that battle again and again teaches you how to keep yourself focused.
Blair Watson, the senior, puts it in.
They're ready for this, and it's really important to understand that the process of this didn't start this week. It started years ago for these guys, and they're ready for this moment.
We gotta pick it up right now. We're not gonna play catch up. We're gonna go on our run right here and just keep the hammer on them, all right? Let's not make this a question. That's right.
This is something we feel like in Maryland we're built for.
They're tired. Let's do the transition. Yeah, we gotta run. Like, we gotta get the ball and go.
Quite honestly, you know, for our seniors, they've come up empty-handed the last 2 years. So we've continued to understand we're playing for our seniors. Communicate! Don't gamble, play Maryland defense! We want to send them out the right way, and we've been able to get the regular season champs, but we have even more goals ahead for ourselves. They took their punch, here's our punch.
Come on, fly around. 1, 2, 3, defense. Go get it.
I just believe in my team so much, and I feel like if we just play our game like we've been doing, we'll be successful.
Ohio State has an early lead over Maryland in this Big Ten Championship final.
I think Maryland basketball is all about trusting the people around you. I think if we don't have that trust, then a lot of our defense doesn't work, a lot of our sets don't work, but I think when we're working together, when we're trusting ourselves and when we're trusting our system, then it's really hard to beat us.
Both teams getting some flow on offense right now. A touch of the paint for Ohio State again, and Owusu being aggressive off of the bounce here.
But she missed the layup on the 2-on-1. Kyla Charles keeps it alive, gets it over to Owusu. Very unselfish play.
Ohio State was definitely giving us some trouble in the beginning. They came out ultra aggressive.
Outside shot drops for the 3.
But once we locked in on defense and focused in, we were able to get the stops that we needed to get on the stretch and go on a run.
Miller just cradles it. Good defense coming over to help out.
Have to move the ball around because Maryland's so good defensively.
Ultimately, we were able to build that cushion with our defense, and it went up from there.
And that 1-2-2, 3-quarter court. Maryland gets to stop.
6 straight possessions now. Ohio State has come up empty. Masonis, good look to Jones. Masonis does not get a lot of playing time. And Stephanie Jones and Ashley Owusu really combining. They've got 23 points between them.
Stephanie Jones doesn't get credit for just being in the right place at the right time, fighting for position, making herself a passing option, steady, consistent.
Stephanie is always our most valuable player when you talk about the unsung hero behind the scenes, and she just brought it all 3 days. You could feel just how important, she wanted to leave as a champion and wanted to do whatever it took for this team.
Songa's bottled up, so Jones is free, and Faith found her for her second assist.
We needed her energy, her confidence, her toughness, her resiliency to be able to help us through so many incredible stretches.
And then the block, Stephanie Jones, a very, very good first half.
Why is she 100% from the field? Because she takes smart shots, right? That's why you can watch when the ball goes in, she is never going to take a bad shot. That's why she's on the floor every second, right? She's never going to take a bad shot. That's how you want to play. That's the kind of teammates you want playing with you, right? And we understand what that first half looked like. We saw the second quarter, what it needs to look like. From here, we just push with our defense and sharing the basketball on the offensive end. Easy game. Let's not complicate it.
Go, White.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together. We go, White.
After one half of play in Indianapolis, Maryland leads Ohio State 44-35 in the Big Ten championship game. The regular season champs trying to add a tournament trophy.
Keep running. Let's look at 4 high, man or zone. All right?
I definitely think that during the first half, Ohio State really gave us their best shot.
Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3.
I think that our team really showed a lot of resilience to be able to come back and fight back the way we did.
And there's where you start to see the fatigue, transition defense, not getting back, not rotating, and Maryland will run you off the floor if you let them control the pace.
This is day 3 on tired legs, but we, pushed through it. And I love the fact that everybody contributed. We had multiple players in double figures.
Mikesell getting into it.
Maryland with 5 players in double-digit scoring.
You see who's not on that list? Kyla Charles.
Yeah.
I mean, that is depth. That is versatility.
This senior class is special, and I think we each brought something different to this game. Kyla, she didn't show up like she usually does for us, but she showed up in other ways, which was very important for this team.
Yes! Great play!
Blair did what she does, and she defended. She hit threes.
Watson gives herself a round of applause.
And Sarah, she's just huge. She's just a spark.
Sarah!
She gives everybody energy, keeps everybody light. So everybody brought something today, and I'm just really proud of this team.
University of Maryland, the 2020 Big Ten champions. Brenda Freese's team takes out Ohio State 82-65. Terrapin seniors talked about how they wanted to get this championship after falling up short the last couple of years. And they do it. Very impressive for the Terrapins this weekend.
Coach, a ton of emotion for this team. What does it mean to see your seniors in particular celebrating this moment?
I'm so happy for them. They have fought so hard to be here every year, but for their senior year to be standing here on the podium, what this team has sacrificed all season long, 4 really special seniors in this locker room, and something we are so extremely proud of.
It was amazing to celebrate with my teammates on the court.
All day, number 1.
I didn't have my best game, but the fact that they came and stepped up when their number was called was perfect. We needed it, and I'll always cherish these moments.
Let's go, shooter!
For me, it kind of just represents the 4 years of a journey. How hard you have to work to get to these moments and get to these points, but just how so sweet they are when you get there. And to look around the circle at my team and just be like, man, we did it.
amazing feeling right now. I mean, just to be able to accomplish what we've been talking about all season long, it's just like the best feeling right now.
We had a lot of things we wanted to accomplish this season. This is the second one, and now we got one more to go. Go Terps!
Man, I'm just so proud of this team right now. The words can't even describe it.
It feels amazing. It's unreal, but it's amazing.
The most outstanding player, Ashley Owusu.
It feels awesome, coming out, being able to win with my teammates. They helped me and pushed me all throughout the year, so I give all credit to them.
Yeah, Faith! Yeah, Faith! Tonight was special, really. Just to see the smile on everybody's face and to have everybody cheering for each other was a great moment.
Tonight's win was going to take everyone being together, and for 3 games in 3 days, we needed each and every player. Kyla Charles! Couldn't be more proud to be able to see all the unselfishness of each and every person in our program to be able to accomplish such a tremendous goal.
When I look back at this win, I just see how much we've worked for it.
Let's go,
These last 4 years, it was hard. It wasn't perfect, but it was worth it for this moment right here. And I'm just so happy and proud of my team, and I'm so glad that we are able to end our season on a high note in terms of the Big Ten Conference and win it. And yeah, we still have plenty more basketball to play in the NCAA tournament, and we're not done yet.
Yeah! 1 seed me! Let's go!
In the past 2 weeks, the number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold, and the number of affected countries has tripled. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Now to the unprecedented shutdown of virtually all professional and college sports in this country.
The NCAA tournament has been canceled for 2020.
March Madness, college basketball's premier event, canceled.
The NCAA has no other choice but to be a responsible global citizen here.
It's just a strange feeling. You don't ever think that the season is going to end in such an abrupt and strange way, but here we are.
I feel really fortunate that we actually got the opportunity to tell our team in person. We were about 5 minutes away from practice being over when our deputy AD, Colleen Sorum, came down to share the news with me that the NCAA tournament had been canceled.
At the end of practice, we were doing post-guard skill work, and I noticed that Coach B, just walked off and was saying everybody go to the locker room, and I just kind of had the vibe that we weren't going to receive good news because we didn't even bring it in and huddle up and say Maryland on 3. We just kind of walked off the court, and so I was just like, this is probably my last practice, and I wanted to finish the drill with my team, so I kind of stayed back a little bit on purpose to just make sure that we got the number of reps that we were trying to, and then I ended on a clean make because that was essentially my last practice in a uniform as a Maryland Terp.
I was able to get everyone in our lounge, coaches, players, staff, support staff, everybody. Even our character coaches, we were supposed to meet that day, they were even there. So kind of ironic that we just had the entire family in place that day. After we were told the news from Colleen Sorum, the first person to speak was Blair Watson. And her words to everyone was, "I love you guys." And I think that memory and just her moment in time will always be something that I remember. But each and every person that spoke just had powerful, meaningful things to say to our entire team.
I just wanted to let them know that I'm really proud of them and that I love them. We didn't accomplish the goal that we could have, but at least we went out with a with a championship
like Big Ten championship. So I think at least we finished on a good note.
I just wanted everybody to know how grateful I was for the season we had and how much we accomplished, because it was really just amazing everything that we did this year.
I was really proud of what we were able to do this season, especially with winning the regular season Big Ten Conference Championship and also the tournament championship. I wanted everybody to know on the teams, like staff included, I was just proud of everybody and that I love them.
It was tough and it was sad. After we talked, we all got up and we were hugging, and I shed some tears. I cried because I didn't want to leave. I didn't want my season to end. I didn't want to stop playing with those group of girls, and so it was tough, but that's how things go. And Coach B is always talking about controlling what you can control, and I'm glad that our last memories was winning a championship and cutting down the nets, and that's what I'm always going to remember about my 2020 season.
During the meeting, I experienced the Maryland family by just like feeling the love that everybody felt and just knowing that we were all there for each other.
Really reflecting back on the season makes me realize that you can't take anything for granted. You never know when something is going to end. Just really thinking back on that, it makes me realize how much I really enjoyed the time that I had with my team, and we made every moment count. We were always in it together.
Now that I know that playing in the Big Ten Championship game was my last game, being able to put on the Maryland jersey, like I still go back and think about the game. So there's actually two things that I would say I'm reliving over and over again from that weekend. The confetti falling on us, like that's always a moment that I'm gonna cherish. And then a funny moment would be the Peel Banana song that we had after the game in the semifinal. It's funny.
Peel banana, peel, peel banana, peel to the left, peel to the right, peel to the middle, and go take a bite. Go bananas, go bananas, go bananas, go bananas.
My favorite memory was just enjoying the win, like the championship after, and just seeing how happy everybody was. We were dragging Sarah in the confetti, making confetti angels, cutting down the net and swinging it around and putting it on my neck was probably my favorite memory, because I remember watching Shatori and Bree do it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So being able to take my netless home and having it was one of my favorite memories.
You know, I think about after each round, you know, our seniors, I would invite a different one to come up and advance our name through the bracket. Our players going over and thanking the band and cheerleaders. So many precious moments, obviously, now knowing that that was going to be our last game together.
Super seniors! Super seniors!
Obviously, my career here in Maryland is over. I feel like it went by so fast. Even though I've been here for 2 years, it feels like this. My teammates became my family. They became my sisters. And you don't really experience that on like every team. I don't know what exactly happened that we became so close, but I feel like it's this. I will value this more than anything because they're my sister for life.
Looking back on the season, something that means more now than it did at the time. Just being able to spend all the time that I did with my teammates, I mean, that meant a lot to me. Kind of took it for granted, not being able to be around them now. And that's definitely something that I'm going to miss.
From Maryland, Stephanie Jones.
Just creating the relationships and bonds that I had with my teammates. We added new players, but it was like we knew each other forever. We all clicked so well. We had so much fun on and off the court, and we truly, genuinely loved each other.
Go, girl.
One thing I'm proud of about this senior class is how we were able to stay the course, and no matter what our role was on this team individually, like, we were still able to contribute in our own special way, and like in the end, it really made a big impact.
That's all yours. That is all yours.
I think me and my fellow seniors were able to make our program better, but just showing the way to our younger players and just showing the standard and bringing the championship back home. The tournament championship was basically like our NCAA championship, and given the circumstances, that was the most that we could have possibly accomplished. And I'm glad that we did. We ended the 2020 season as the outright Big Ten champions.
I'm super, super proud of you on behalf of the staff.
This season may feel unfinished, but for me, I am always going to have a special place in my heart for our seniors. I think about the journey for them.
Love you guys all. Safe travels getting home.
This group of seniors stayed the course. There were a lot of highs during their career, but obviously some lows as well. I love the fact that as they stayed the course in their journey, they were able to put Maryland back on top and to finish with the win streak and the success that we had this season.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.